Hi, my name's Mary. I'm a registered nurse, and I am here to share what I know about tapping with you. I have used tapping for several years and have been trained in using tapping with myself and with other people. And I wanted to use the skill that I have to help us to get through this COVID crisis because tapping is a really important way of creating a little bit better sense of balance, a little bit of relief from the stressors that are bothering you. And it's been highly researched, found to be effective. It works very quickly and it's very gentle. Another point is that we are taking care of other people, and it's really time for us to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves so that we can care for other people, but we also need to take care of ourselves in recognition of our own value and our own need to feel well. So this is my contribution to helping my fellow nurses to get through this COVID crisis in a well-being state. I see a lot of fatigue, I see a lot of frustration, I see a lot of risk out there when we're working with people either at risk for COVID or who have COVID or even just the unknowns. And I know the toll that this takes on us. So today we're going to talk about immunity. We've talked about being overwhelmed, we've talked about not wanting to go to work, we've talked about PPE, but today we're going to talk about immunity. Tapping has been found to increase immunity, especially if you tap on a daily basis. So what I have done for today is I have created a tapping session that will help you to improve your immune response, especially if you do this every day. We're going to start out with our setup statements, obviously, and then we're going to talk a little bit about stress for a few rounds. We're going to move from stress into worry, and then we're going to move from worry into some of those habits that we do when we're stressed that do not help us out at all. My habit of choice is sugar, 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 especially chocolate. And I know that a lot of sugar can cause inflammation, but when I'm stressed out, that's what I want. It makes me feel better for a moment. So we're going to talk about that as well. Then we're going to move into 2 rounds on gratitude. Gratitude has also been shown to impact on our immune system. It causes our immune system to improve a little bit. It decreases our stress response, which also improves our immune system. So what you find, or what they found in research, is that cortisol levels go down. Lymphocyte levels, which were down because of cortisol, go up. Immunoglobulin A goes up. And overall, our behaviors improve, our stress behaviors. So we're going to try all of those things with this tapping. So before we get started, please wash your hands if you have not already, because you are going to be touching your face. So you can just pause the video, go wash your hands, and then come back. Also, if you are under such severe stress that you really need someone face-to-face, someone to talk to, someone to help you to intervene with your stress, please do that first. That's very important that you take care of yourself. And if you're at a point where you need intervention, do that. Do not let this substitute for that. But then come back, because this can be a nice supplement to any type of intervention that you receive, especially where stress is involved. So you've washed your hands and you've determined that you're good to go with this. And we're going to first rate our stress scale. So think about this statement, or say this out loud. My stress level right now is at blank out of 10. This is our SUD scale, goes from 0 to 10. 0 means I'm not stressed at all, and 10 means I'm pulling my hair out. I am really bad. So find your score and write it down. It's important to write it down, because a lot of times when we tap, we get such profound relief that we think that, you know, maybe I just didn't feel that bad in the first place. But if you write it down, you have tangible evidence of what your stress scale was. And don't think about it and say, should I go 6.5 or 7? Just write down your gut feeling. So we're going to start with our setup statements, and I'm going to walk you through one round by telling you exactly where they are in case your tapping points are, just in case you aren't familiar. And then we'll do that round a second time, which is beneficial to repeat. And we'll do that with minimal prompts. And then I'll continue the prompts throughout the entire session. So we start right here on the fleshy part of the hand. This is called the karate chop point, KC. If you see the, when you look at the tapping script, which will be posted in an attachment, and the link will be down in the write-up. Okay, so we're starting on the tapping. Please repeat after me and think about what you're saying, how it impacts on you, and change it if you need to. Even though I'm feeling stressed, I accept myself and I choose to let it go. Second statement, repeating out loud and thinking about the words that you're saying, and you're still tapping. Even though my stress level is high, I'm okay, and I choose to release my worries right now. I should repeat that. Even though my stress level is high, I'm okay, and I choose to release my worries right now. Number 3, even though I am under stress, repeating, I am grateful for my body and my immune system, which is helping me stay safe during this pandemic. I'll repeat that. Even though I am under stress, I am grateful for my body and my immune system, which is keeping me safe during this pandemic. Okay. Stop tapping on that point, and we're going to go to the eyebrow point, and where we're going is right at the edge where the eyebrow hair is, and you should feel the brow bone underneath your finger. You can tap with 1 finger, 2 fingers, whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter which side, doesn't matter which hand. Repeat after me, thinking about what you're saying, and don't tap really hard. This stress that I'm feeling. Now we're going to go to the side of the eye, and we're going to go right on the bone of the orbit. So if you go to the temple, you're not in the right spot, and you clearly don't want to tap on your eyeball. 2 fingers is what I use. Repeat after me, this stress. Now you're going under your eye, right below your pupil if you're looking straight ahead, and on the cheekbone, you should feel the cheekbone. I feel stressed by, then tell me what's causing you to feel stressed. Going to work, family at home, fear of COVID, whatever it is. Doesn't have to be COVID related. Now we're going under the nose, right in this divot, the philtrum, right there. I use 2 fingers. This stress. Thinking about what your stress is. In the groove here, just above your chin, under your lips, called the chin point. Tapping again. I feel it in my body, and then say where you feel it. My shoulders. My shoulders are tense. My low back hurts. My head aches. Wherever you feel it. Choose one. My stomach. Now we're going to the collarbone point. This is 1 inch below your clavicle and 1 inch in from your sternum, and you'll feel a little bit of a tender spot there. And you can use multiple fingers. You can use the flat of your hand, gently tapping this stress. Repeating after me, thinking about what your stress is. Under the arm, we're going on the bra line if you're a woman, and if you're a man, we're going parallel, right in the line with the nipple line. It makes me feel, and choose an emotion, anxious, angry, upset, sad, whatever your emotion is, frustrated, ashamed. Choose one. The top of the head is right in the center of the top of the head, and I use my 4 fingers. This stress. So we're going to go through that round one more time, which is beneficial. And we're going to do it with minimal prompting. So eyebrow point, this stress that I'm feeling, repeating after me. On the side of the eye, this stress. It's really important for you to hit the right spot and to think about what you're saying, because those are the two mechanisms that cause this to work. Under the eye, I feel stressed by going to work, children at home, COVID infection, whatever it is, economics, money. Under the nose, choose the same one you chose last time. We don't want to overwhelm your system. We want to be consistent right now. You can go back and do this round as many times as you want by putting in different terms, okay? Under the nose, this stress. On the chin point, I feel it in my shoulders, lower back, stomach, head, wherever you chose last time. Collarbone point, this stress. Under the arm, it makes me feel angry, anxious, upset, frustrated, ashamed. Same one you used the last time. Top of the head, this stress. Round two, back to the eyebrow point. I am feeling stressed. Think about it. Think about your stressed feelings. Reproduce it. If you feel stressed, truly feel it. Side of the eye, this stress. The more you feel it, the more effective this is going to be. Under the eye, it causes me to feel, and then choose your emotion again, anxious, angry, sad, frustrated, overwhelmed. Same one, work with the same one. Under your nose, I feel it in my, where did you say you felt it in your body? Shoulders, back. If you want to choose another body part, you can go through this again and choose another body part. But let's take care of what we've already identified first, and then when that goes away, we can take care of the next one. On your chin, this stress. On your collarbone point. It's very real to me. Under your arm. My stress has a strong impact on me. On the top of your head, my stress. Back to your eyebrow point. I am worried about, tell me what worries you. Money, getting the infection, not being able to go to work, my children. Side of the eye. My worry causes me to feel stress. Under the eye. I can't stop worrying. Under the nose. I feel like I don't have control, and that is why I worry. You're thinking about your worry. You're feeling your worry when you do this. On your chin, the worry keeps coming into my thoughts. On your collarbone point, I can't stop thinking about, and then restate your worry, what you're worried about. My children, money, going to work, infection. Under your arm, it keeps going around and around in my thoughts. At the top of your head. All this worry. You're around, going to your eyebrow point. I have noticed that when I feel stressed and worried, I tend to, and what is your behavior of choice? Eat too much sugar, stay up late, drink, smoke, argue with my husband or spouse or significant other or children. Whatever it is that you do when you feel stressed. Side of the eye. It makes me feel better for just a moment when I eat too much sugar, argue with my significant other, stay up late, smoke, drink, whichever you chose. In the eyebrow point, under the eye, I just can't stop. Under the nose, I just want to feel better. Chin point. Maybe it's a distraction from my worries or my stress. Collarbone. But when I finish eating too much sugar, smoking, drinking, arguing, whatever you chose, the worry is still there. It doesn't go away. Under the arm, my behavior doesn't help me. Top of your head, it makes me feel worse. Next round, eyebrow point, this stress and this worry. Side of the eye. I choose to let it go. Under the eye, I choose to be free from this feelings of, and remember that feeling, anxieties, overwhelm, anger. Under the nose, I choose to be free from stress. On the chin, it serves no good purpose. Collarbone, it's harmful to hold on to stress and worry. Under the arm, I choose to let it go. Top of the head, I release the stress and worry that I have been feeling. Take a nice deep breath. And think about your SAD score. Say to yourself out loud, my stress level is now at blank out of 10. And write that down. If your score is going down and you feel like you've made some progress and you want to go into the gratitude rounds, you can go ahead. You can always revisit. If it's going down and you aren't quite at a 2, you can do some more, or you can revisit it later. If your score is going up, that's a sign that things are shifting. So one thing to be aware of is, for example, we're talking about where you feel it in your body. Once it starts to shift, you might feel it move to another part of your body. And this is normal and this is expected and this is not a bad sign. So you can go through it again and you can state where it is in a new point if you want to. Or if it's going up and you just feel like right now you need to stop, then you can go through the next 2 rounds and come back and do this again. And if you want to, you can change this to the stress that I am still feeling when you come back tomorrow. So if you want to go through the rounds again, just wind us back and go through them again. But if you want to go forward, we're going into round 6 and we're going to talk about gratitude. So starting on the eyebrow point. Repeating after me and really trying to feel and think about what you're saying. I am grateful for the option to release my stress and my worry. Side of the eye. I notice that my body feels more relaxed since I began this tapping session. And addressing my worries. Under the eye. I feel calmer. Under the nose. I feel more in control of my feelings. On the chin point. I'm grateful that my body lets me know when I'm under stress. On the collarbone, I am thankful that I can lower my stress levels. Under the arm, I have more control over my worries and my concerns. Top of the head. I feel less stressed now. Final round. Eyebrow point. I'm thankful for who I am and what I do. Side of the eye. I'm grateful that I'm a nurse and that I can help people. Under the eye. I acknowledge that sometimes I feel stress, but I'm grateful that I can decrease it. Let's say that one more time. I acknowledge that sometimes I feel stress, but I'm grateful that I can decrease it. Under the nose. I'm grateful. On the chin point, I'm thankful that I feel better. On the collarbone, feeling so much better. Under the arm, I am thankful for my body and all it does to help protect me. Top of the head, I feel gratitude for all my body does for me. Okay, stop tapping and take a nice deep breath. One more time, take your SUD score, say to yourself out loud, my stress level right now is at blank out of 10, and write that number down. And compare that number to your original number to see how much relief that you have felt from this. You can do this as many times a day as you want to start bringing your stress level down. The studies show that daily tapping has a profound effect on your immune system. You can do this one every day if you want, or you can do another one every day. The script is attached. You can see the link in the write-up. I've also provided some information about tapping and the stress response in the write-up down below this video. If you'd like to leave comments, please feel free. Leave a comment on how you did with this, ask a question, suggest a topic. I am very open to that. If you don't want your comments, to be public, then there's email right here, tapping4nurses@gmail.com. Feel free to let me know any of those 3 things or more if you don't want to make a public comment. I appreciate you coming. I have gratitude for your watching my video, and I would really like to hear how it's going for you. Next time, I'm not sure what we're going to do next time, but I have a few ideas. See you later.